Microsoft HoloLens. Hands-on with the future of computing. Ever since Microsoft first unveiled its own augmented reality headset, or holographic device, as it likes to call it, we've wanted to have a go. It's quite unlike anything we've seen or used before, so getting that first hands-on experience with HoloLens was always going to be special. So when we got the chance to have a go with the headset during the Build 2015 Developers Conference, we snapped it up like a starved crocodile. There was a couple of caveats, however. For a start, we were not allowed to take any pictures or video during each of the two demonstrations we were treated to, one as a bystander, the other as the wearer. Our possessions, including the Canon 5D Mk3 and smartphone we were wielding, had to be put into a locker before we were even let out of the holding area. In a situation a bit like the one on stage during the opening keynote of Build, there were two customized broadcast cameras filming the demo to show us, the viewers, what Bill was seeing. Dan had moved into a different room to sit at a conventional Windows 10 PC. They then hooked up with each other over a Skype call, with Bill seeing a floating screen in the air of the video chat. He grabbed it, placed it on top of a nearby table and pinned it, all using hand gestures, to make it similar to a desktop monitor. He even walked around the screen to show its placing. Dan could also see the room, and could even interact with the 3D space, albeit on his 2D touchscreen. He drew arrows in the air and made notes on real-world objects for Bill to see. We were then shown a process of collaborating to make a 3D model for printing on a real 3D printer later, and a demonstration of how a building made in Minecraft could be pulled out of the game, sent to Bill and then manipulated in the room. It was all pretty impressive stuff, but not as much as our own chance to try out HoloLens. The software being used was a form of the 3D architecture design app SketchUp by Trimble, so we were to step into the shoes of an architect working on a large-scale high-rise building. The HoloLens device was easy enough to place on your head, being untethered, but we did need a little help adjusting the back strap to get a tight fit. In addition, it took us several attempts to maneuver the front plate into a position where we saw a rectangle with the Microsoft logo in it. To get the best experience, we had to be able to see all the edges of the shape, otherwise our field of vision of objects would be severely hampered, and we found it took a while to sort out completely. We were then led to a small room covered in bricks where we could see a full-sized avatar of Richard, a co-building designer, who had marked out blueprints and a section where he suggests a door should go. Looking at the area in the room was like looking straight outside, even though we were just in a humble hotel room. The software then highlighted a problem, a supporting beam in the way of the proposed site for the opening. We then saw a better solution on the other wall, allowing us to make a decision about the placement without actually needing to spend time and money making the changes for real.